Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Thank you. Now enjoy the show. What it do, everybody? What's up, aunties and nuts and everybody else? Thanks for tuning in to another episode of the RAERAEs Review, where me and my homegirl Erin are going to let y'all know about the What's Going Down episode of Southern Charm. They're in their season 11, and this is their episode 3. Everybody, please help me welcome Erin to the stage.
Happy well, I don't know about happy Monday, aunties and aunts. I wish it to be a happy Monday for you, but if Monday is Monday-ing, welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Sometimes they do. We're gonna send good vibes.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna turn that ish around, even though we got about 4 hours and 57 minutes left of this day. Because we is on the Pacific Standard Time, y'all. Okay. So, yeah.
Shout out to everybody listening. Put in the comments where you're listening from. Let us know what time zone we're in.
Hey, that'll be interesting to know.
Yes.
Where y'all at? And where are these heifers at? They on the East Coast, y'all. The pH is off balance again. So they ain't gonna never be on balance, is they?
No, I don't think so. I think that's the whole point.
I think their subtitles should be Southern Charm, the pH balance of it all.
I think that's what we need to start calling our show. pH balance review, or pH and balance, something to do with that. For this show.
Ooh, making leg itch.
Southern Charm pH balance check or something.
Oh, that works, child, because these people's nasty. And what I mean by that is they end up going with each other after somebody else in the group done hit it. So ain't nobody hit it first.
Nope.
Oh my goodness. No, what I mean by that is it's like, ew. I mean, it's like they're a bunch of college kids just not caring. And I think the youngest is 25, 26? Like,
I don't know.
35, 50, girl, what?
Oh, Shep is 46 or just turned 47. He's literally my age. And I'm about to be 47. I think he just turned 47. Austin, I just saw an interview with Austin where he said what his age was. So Austin is, and shout out to Bravo Bros. They review Southern Charm as well. And although I don't necessarily need another white man's opinion, cisgendered heterosexual white male opinion, I do appreciate that they're way into this, and it's kind of fun when they, when someone they do love the show like we do. So shout out to them. Mm-hmm. They brought up something you and I had already been talking about, but they kind of organized it in a way that I thought was really amusing. Shep is now the new Thomas Ravenel.
Girl.
He's aging into
without the drugs.
Without the lasciviousness.
There you go.
He's just gone into the place of the older gentleman who is still out and about trying to date the younger ladies. Like he's not, he's not getting up there. It's not that you can't still pull, but just know that your wallet and your station and those things are now part of the deal, as they always have been. But they're much more your currency now, sir.
For real.
And that
Cameron now just yelling at the TV each and every time she sees the stuff.
Yes, and that Madison is the new Cameron because she's happily married and pregnant, having a baby, being the voice of reason, even though she is not as grounded as Cameron, just isn't. Um, then there is Whitney, who is now Miss Patricia. And we have Craig is still Craig. Craig be Craigin because Craig is single Craig. He has not changed. He's
Right,
back to single Craig antics instead of in a relationship Craig.
right.
So, and we oh my. And what else? Is there anybody else that uh
I don't recall any guys from then. They're all still here. Austin is the newest one that's been here a minute.
there were some like one seasoners like Pringle, remember him?
No.
All in see all these weird names. Whitner, Pringle. Jeez, I think his name was like something else too. I think it was another like Craig, or I don't know, it was something where they had to call him Pringle. But there's been some one-offs. Oh, and Rodrigo has become the I don't know. Anyway, so we're just looking at kind of a cast that has resumed some archetype characters.
Right. I'm enjoying this.
Me too.
And yeah, let's get on into this now.
Yep.
So we got Sally. Now that's episode 2. We can look at my other notes, child. That was episode 2. Hold on. Just I said she's washing the dog in that damn sink. Hold on. Here we go.
No more washing the dog.
Please, y'all. And don't make me nothing to eat after you watched your anyway, this week, episode 2, episode 3. Charlie, we are introduced to we are reintroduced to Charlie. I had to correct my notes because I saw 3 before 2. And I was like, wait a minute. Charlie, she likes to flirt, y'all. And her homegirl who brought her into the group is a little green, little jealous because Craig is showing a little interest. But the fact that Miss Sally Salsa sitting in the corner, scheming and plotting on Craig, while Craig's scheming and plotting on Charlie, when what's her name, Sally wasn't really telling her homegirl Vanita, who was kind of ops in a way with Craig. So it's a little dynamic going on, y'all. If you guys are just chiming into the show, just in case we're only on episode 3, right? But she's family oriented. We get to be introduced to her a little more. She's family oriented. She's talking to her mom, and it sounds like her mom is eager to be on the show. If you ask me, she's giving her, a lot of combo as if she's filming. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but it's not just me.
It's not at all. That ish was weird. I'm like, what kind of little comments are you dropping, lady? Jeez.
What's her name? Charlie was showing her telling her she had a good time and showing her the scars and bruises she got from hanging out with her friends and everything. Like, what bruise? What are you talking about, girl? Can't see nothing. Anyway. It was a cute little scene. That's all I picked up. Did you pick up anything else, y'all?
No. She's, young and cute and seems to be a great little thing,
Oh.
I don't
Uh-huh.
I'm saying I don't know what she's the new I don't know what she is yet. You know what I mean? Like I feel like she's the new something, but I don't know what.
I'm gonna see how she handles her homegirl Sally.
Right.
With all this, new because Sally is convinced, girl. Look, at the beginning of episode 2, she was introducing her homegirl Charlie to everybody. Yes, my girl, whoop-de-boo. By the end of episode 2, she had daggers in her eyes for the girl. Like, oh my God.
Yeah, you can't be a circle around everybody, Sally. Jeez. Like, you already said you would get Austin the second he was single. Now you're wondering if you and Craig are going to make out. You already hit it with Shep in the past. I mean, and, now you're being like, hands off my man.
Well, And one other thing I want people to do when they have a party is clean up the night of the party. Stop waiting till the next day for flies and roaches and all and whatever carrying on is out there. Because I'm sick and tired of seeing that mess.
I don't
Every
think
time
they
it's a
were.
party, the next day it looked like a tornado hit it. Girl, clean up.
I think they were all
Probably somebody.
too drunk to do nothing.
Girl. Anywho, so Benita, she met with Sally, y'all. And Benita wanted to get some off her chest a little bit, letting Sally know how she felt about everything. And also kind of telling on Molly, if you will, because Benita met with Molly and Molly, had some little salty things to say about Sally. And Sally was like, is that right? Girl, what you think about that?
You know, I think what Sally said about Austin was rude. Like, he has a girlfriend that you socialize with. And if it were my boyfriend that you said that about, I would not be cool with that. I would be like, that's disrespectful to me. I don't care if you can reassure me all you want. You would never like do anything. I don't
Excuse me.
necessarily.
Pardon
I don't
me.
know what.
Can I tell the people what Sally said about Austin?
Oh, please go ahead.
For those, like I said, if you're just chiming in, and you ain't really saw the episodes, you listen to us. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yes.
What Sally had said was at a at the baby shower. I think that was episode 1, the night of, somewhere around that time.
Uh-huh.
Sally told everybody who was around that she really is into Austin because as soon as he and Audrey break up, she on that thing. Okay, go ahead.
She would hit it. She said,
She on
yeah.
that thing.
Like someone said, would you get with Austin? I totally would, is what she said. The second he breaks up with uh
I
Audrey,
mean,
I would hit it. And that's just rude. Like that's not saying, oh yeah, I love, he's great, or like, yeah, I would be into him if he were single. No, that is like, there's your plan.
mm-hmm,
That is like you clock watching. That
mm-hmm.
is that is uh that is a woman that I would not trust to guarantee me that she wouldn't take an opportunity. Now, obviously it takes two, but like that's just not respectful. And so I would be like, you showed your hand, you showed me that you don't really respect me as an entity in the situation, because you know like you're already hopping up and down because it looks like Craig and Charlie might have some chemistry, and yet you're running around going, the second he was single I would jump on the D. Like, girl, you're a hypocrite. That's the part that I like don't like, is that Sally is so pick me male focused that she's
Mm-hmm.
making an ass of herself. Are we enough minutes in? She's making an ass of herself. Truly. Because
Mm-hmm.
you're a beautiful girl, you have a successful job, you have all this shit going for you, and you're literally
Mm-hmm.
like you're crawling after everybody like you need a leash.
That thing is hot.
Too hot. I mean, meanwhile, you already slept with Gaston. Like, you literally have a sea of. I get Charleston small, but like, here is one thing that the Bravo Bros brought up that I do think is noteworthy. Um, the guys are dogs like this all the time,
All the
literally all the time. So it's turnabout is fair play, right? I don't want to sound old fashioned, I don't want to sound unfeminist, but given the heterosexual dating culture that we are all still immersed in, the more you slang it around, accepting, like, you say you want a boyfriend and you want to get married, but you find
mm,
yourself in these situations where you're not anywhere near that. So, like, the way that you're navigating within heterosexual culture, dating culture, that still has plenty of misogyny, is it getting you anywhere you want to be?
girl.
That's all I'm saying. And it's not really getting the guys anywhere that they want to be either, just FYI, like, because pretty soon they're about to age out and then they're going to really be sorry.
Mm, mm, mm.
But
And she washed her dog in the kitchen sink.
just saying, like, so you
Mm,
asked a question and I rambled away. I think that Molly had a right to, yeah, you can't talk shit like it's. I would say something. I'm like, that's fair game, girl. You bragging in the kitchen how you'd hit it the second they quit it.
mm.
I think that, uh, you know, I don't know. I think there's something brewing, obviously, between Molly and Sally, but I don't blame Molly for telling Madison about that at all.
And
Because,
then, uh-huh.
oh, just saying, like, I think she's kind of feeling like we are, like, girl, you can't want everybody.
And she knows that they would hit it as long as she says okay, because that's the type of dude they are. Everybody but Rodrigo.
Right.
Everybody over there but Rodrigo. Because, of course, if you didn't know, Rodrigo is a gay man. And he ain't nowhere into women. He's strictly dickly like us.
He's engaged, too.
He's what?
He's engaged.
Well, girl, and I'm just saying that
I'm just saying, like, he's,
it is,
you know.
it is an important qualifier. Don't get me wrong. I respect marriage. I'm just saying, it's just, no. But what I was also trying to say is, then Sally confesses her lust for Craig to Benita. Benita looked at her like, bitch, oh, uh, really? I wish Benita would have said to her what she said in her confessionals. But I do like that Benita is a lot more direct. She has made her stance on Craig. It's just that her so-called BFF is toying around with her stance on Craig. And
Yeah.
that's not respected in friendship. Just
Well, I just think that um Sally is untrustworthy. She's going to hook up with Craig if the opportunity arises.
and she's already been in his hot tub how many nights in a row?
She would have been. She would have been in more than his hot tub. He would have been in her hot tub. Oh my god.
Sure.
If he had made a move,
And the text messages that
proved it.
Austin put out there. How did he get a hold of his anyway? The text messages between Sally and Craig that Austin spoke of and was shown episode 2. Girl, I'm like, what?
Yep.
Real innuendo, real like, it's ready. Come and get it.
Yeah. I mean, there wasn't even really any innuendo. Yep, I won't. Yep, let's do it. I would have stayed. I would have been in the bed. I would have been doing it all had you invited.
Girl. Oh, and guess what? The fact that he hasn't is obvious that she's not his type. Because had they done it already, of course, there would be a different course of events. But it's one thing to throw it at somebody and they're just playing along. But I don't think he wants her.
Well, and this is something I firmly believe. If she gets him right now, they will just sleep together. He is in no shape to be in another relationship. And I wouldn't even want to be his first one. I know that he already dated someone over the summer and like is trying to kind of and slips into serial monogamy, but there's no way that he's ready to be anything other than a hoe. And he's obviously not very good at it because he likes being in a relationship better because he likes using a relationship to keep
Right.
himself out of problematic drinking. And so, he just is a better version of himself when he's in a relationship. But um I don't feel like Sally is the kind of relationship that would bring that out. And I don't know, I don't see
At
them
all.
together like that. I just don't.
Mm-hmm.
Craig likes him slightly alpha. likes him bossy, likes them telling him you need to live this way for the betterment of your life. But I think where Naomi kind of failed is that she didn't believe in what Craig had going on, whereas Paige like encouraged him to do him and his brand, but just be accountable and not drink.
Yeah, she ain't his type.
No.
I'm convinced.
No.
So then where are we at, child? Benita. Oh, Madison. She's still meeting with Austin. Girl, leave that girl. Stop meeting with that man. I'm beginning to think that you'd rather hang out with Austin and just whatever. Even though we don't see anything inappropriate, I just don't like it. And I'm just the commenter, Hey, but I don't like it. Stop hanging with your ex.
I know. I think it's weird too. I think production has them do it because, like, and I guess it goes back to the whole idea of like, they're more comfortable with the pH balance of it all because Charleston is small. And so you kind of end up doing that anyway. It's like unavoidable. But it is weird to me especially when they meet up, like alone. Like, all I just think about is that footage of Austin Madison walking around with like, a half mast and the two girls.
Well, they eating crabs, y'all. I don't blame her. I want some seafood too, as a matter of fact.
Mm-hmm.
And they just shooting the shit and everything, and talking about Audrey, who is Austin's girl, who lives 3.5 hours away. And I just clocked it. Well, I've been clocking it.
You have.
If he flew her out, it's just an hour and some change, maybe hour and 10 in the sky. I'm just saying, girl. I hope you live there. If you don't live near the airport, I can understand. But if you do, you a fool to keep driving 3.5 one way without traffic. Now that's without traffic. Because I believe on this particular day when she came out, she was, complaining about traffic. So nah, and they've only been dating for what, a year?
I think it's like a year and a half.
Girl, bye. I don't know. Archie, if you listen, watching, listen, I hope he flew you out already.
Well, they're broken up.
Oh, Lord.
I thought, yeah, we discussed this, but yes, they broke up.
You sure did, girl. That damn drive.
No, I think, Austin, in the interview, I saw of him, he said that the as the show will, it kind of expedited what was probably inevitable.
Okay, so I'm looking at the smirking like, what?
Yeah.
So what that means? Exactly. What? She caught you?
I think maybe the because obviously she's been made aware of the comments. I think that made them kind of look at each other like, what are we doing? What's the next step? Are we moving in together? Are you moving here? Are you changing jobs? Like, are we getting serious? And I think, as usual, Austin punted because Madison is right. Austin needs somebody the way he felt about her. Like, well, he cheated on her, so maybe not. But he needs an element of like a woman that he feels like he doesn't like. He has to want to chase a little bit, or like I think I don't know. There needs to be a quality about her that no disrespect, but I don't see it in him and Audrey. Their relationship seems really nice, and he appreciates that she's easy. But I don't think that's what he really lights his fire, though.
Well, I would love to be nosy to know exactly what was the straw with
Yeah.
and that hit the camel's hump and cracked it open to the point where the camel couldn't travel no more. Because that right there, nah, you being real vague, homie. What happened? Anybody can say the weather turned blue and it made us sad, so we broke up. What? Nah, dog. Mm-mm.
I don't know if we're.
Well, what?
I don't know if we're gonna find out more this season or if
Hmm.
I think they broke up after though. Anyway, I don't know.
Woo, Sally got a whole lot of choices, don't she?
Oh, well, you know what? He said something happens during the season that
Of course.
absolute absolutely affects
Of
that
course.
statement. Yeah, so we need to stay tuned to that one.
Child. Well, Madison told him that she did tell Audrey, what Sally said, and it is what it is. What you gonna do? Hit a pregnant woman? Madison was like, "It is what it is, boo boo." Um,
She's like, I need to move storyline, boo boo. And I ain't afraid to do it at your expense.
well, since we're done with them, I want some crab legs. Since we're done with them, let's move on to something nice and cheery. But Miss Patricia, every time we see her, it's just a lovely experience, isn't it? The bright colors, the gaudy, sometimes gaudy or uh, insanely expensive trinket she has around her, no matter where she is. You can tell she's surrounded by wealth, no matter what. And we see that she's FaceTiming her son, Whitney. She's having a little problem with that. And that her dog Chauncey passed away.
Oh yeah.
And then of course we see Michael's replacement, and I immediately, say you ain't no Michael. We miss Michael. He was her in-house butler who suffered some things and then succumbed. So we always wish him a well-rested peace.
Mhm.
And we love Miss Patricia. She's always giving something funny, or it's always a good time with her, no matter what, y'all. And
Oh,
the uh-huh.
I was gonna say R.I.P. Chauncey.
Yes, R.I.P. Chauncey. A lot of dogs is passing away on these shows, child. We heard of Chauncey and not somebody else, and then we just heard of Married to Medicine. Her dog passing away. Lord have mercy. Bless the dogs, Lord.
Mhm.
Next, we got Austin and Craig. He calling Craig, seeing what's going on. Craig want him to go. No, Austin wants Craig to go cat shopping because Austin wants to get a cat.
He got two of them.
Lord,
He got sisters.
child. So they go shopping and carrying on, shooting the ish, whatever. After that, Craig visits Charlie. Charlie is the new chick brought in by Sally, and she works at an art gallery. Isn't that awesome? Now, of course, we all know the what they call it, hook, line, sinker type of things. Mostly we see men do it where they pretend like they're interested in something that the woman is interested in, and come to find out he don't know nothing about what's going on. He's just there for her.
Mhm.
Uh, Looking for a painting of clowns or something. He said a balloon or something.
And he said a tiger or
Yeah, some animals, child. And
polar bear or something like it was, or I don't know. I know a tiger for sure.
like, girl, we ain't doing shit. We don't do that over here. So obviously he was just there for her, but he's willing to buy something. Hell, you know how it go, y'all. We've seen it in the movies, we've seen it on TV, and they kind of hit it off. You know, I'm like, okay, professional woman, someone his speed.
Mhm.
Someone who's not out there trying to hump on everybody. Somebody else his speed. Again, everybody on the show is got it going on in the no one's face card declines on this show. Just saying.
She
Everybody,
does seem more his type than Sally does,
yeah, for
respectfully.
sure.
And but Sally kind of seems like she could be Austin's type. So.
Definitely. She's on playing for Austin's team. Yeah.
So, we'll fix it. We'll fix it, Jesus.
That's funny, fixing Jesus. So then we see Shep and Rodrigo. And they're what do you say? Oh, they're talking about Charlie, the new girl.
hmm
Shep slid in her DMs, child. That we found out episode 2. Didn't work. She left him on red for the most part. Rodrigo's like, mm-hmm. It really wasn't too much talk about her because my next line is Shep got a new house. Was there anything else about that conversation that deemed any discussion?
No, except I did hear in the Austin interview, Austin said Charlie, they actually, she did accept a date in the past, and like they, like kind of, that she seemed more receptive to Shep than it's being made to seem. Not necessarily recently, but like when he originally kind of hit her up, she was more receptive. So
Okay.
just FYI, I think, I'm just going to be honest. I think any girl that's around Charleston and the dude slips in, I bet you they're at least somewhat interested simply for the potential opportunity to be on the show, you
Mm,
know? And you can't hate the player, don't hate the game, not the player,
Lord.
You're going to hit up these pretty girls and you don't question why they want to talk to you, especially when you're 47, hitting up 27-year-olds. Don't question why they want to talk to you. You are hitting them up knowing that your uh, clout is part of the package, and you
Yeah.
know it. You may not want to admit it to yourself, but you use it to your advantage.
Mm,
So,
mm. Well, now that we're moving on from there, Shep, he bought a new house, y'all. Let's take a look at it. Since we're going to do it, of course, we're going to do a double header tonight. After this live, we're going to come live with Selling Sunset, season 9, episode 6. And we thought it'd be prudent to bind these two together because Southern Charm, the pH balance of it all, is getting a little real estate. Yes,
yes.
a couple of folks got a couple of houses.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's look at Chef. Just a few pictures that he gave us. Let's look
Mm-hmm.
at Chef's new house, right?
Okay.
Okay, okay. Of course, I love a good uh, wood floor, and he has hired Rodrigo to help him decorate.
Oh, that's right. The yes.
So, because so far what he has, child, I'm just saying, you couldn't just go through the catalog and pick stuff. I guess not.
When he went over to his parents' house to unearth things.
Oh yeah, he went there to get some, and here are the specs for a bed for a bath, 5,000 square foot. That's really nice. 3.25 mil. That's a nice size. Beautiful, beautiful so far. Yeah, he went to Daddy's garage to pick out some pieces. I'm glad that Rodrigo. Now Rodrigo was picking all of the adult contemporary pieces to let folks know somebody really grown lives here.
Yep. Well, it's like a big boy house, Time to get some good looking property. Look like you're an adult.
Now we just got to do something a little bit so we can have some matching appliances. Just saying, you
Yeah.
know, we want things to be upgraded because you're a trust fund baby, and you got money from owning slaves. So we gonna really
Oh.
need you to yeah.
Mhm.
Boykin family, look at that. But
It's true. No, no, no. I know. I'm just. No,
I'm
I'm
just
just
saying
like.
where the money came from.
Uh-huh.
So it's very prudent that you get this together. By the next time we see this house, the appliances should be in. And I hope Rodrigo mentions that to him, if not already, because baby, we
Not
can't
a
have
green.
something going on over here and then something else going on over there. And no, everything has to color coordinate.
Not a Kenya Moore white refrigerator.
Okay, a white fridge. Oh. So yeah, y'all, Chef got a new house. Thank goodness he's on the way to growing up. Like wow, because all of his other places have been a, a, rental properties. Passive income for him to just to earn and have for, I guess, vacation money. I guess, yeah, I don't know.
He has that. Yeah, he has a rental property, but then he had that one place. That like, I guess it was a smaller house in the row or whatever. It was like in the party area. I don't know.
The one across the street from Olivia.
I think so. Yeah.
Mm. Yeah, I thought he was renting that, but yeah, whatever's clever. I'm glad that this is something that's going to be his house for him to live in, and yeah, make it really nice. Hell, Craig did his place. I'm gonna have a gang of pillows from Craig's thing, so I know he'll be all right.
Oh, I know, Craig. You better show up with some pillows.
The next property we have is Madison. Her and Brett sold her home, and now they just pulled up to their forever home, which is right around the corner, which is why they're in this thing right here. Because how dare she walk around the corner? Oh no, we're not doing that. It's hot, and ain't nobody got time for that. And ain't nobody trying to drive their car either. They just want to be cute.
Or I'm not pregnant.
That part. Let's take a look, shall we? And they're just, this scene was pretty much just them, coming into their home and knowing where things are going to go. And we love a good, it's really light and airy.
It was very pretty. I'm like, okay, Bravo paycheck. I guess you've been on enough seasons now that $3 million is the budget. Cause
Well, a good 250 down. I'm sure between her and him, they got. Yeah.
firemen can make a lot of money, as we know.
Hello.
I like the kitchen.
Now that's a lot, Madison, but she said they're gonna be pumping out more babies, so I guess.
Yeah, I mean, this is they are house rich. Like I was like, damn, girl.
Mm, I don't know what. I don't know how that's gonna look. That looks weird.
4 million, baby. Whew, that's a lot of house. You better hope this show stays on and going and crack a lacking.
Here's the nursery with its bathroom attached.
Sweet.
And they get all sentimental and carrying on.
Mm-hmm.
Yay!
That's funny. Yep. Yay for them.
That chandelier in the primary looks weird. Looks like that should
Yeah.
be wearing a dining forum. I don't know. That looks weird. And then we have a view of the pool from this angle. I would love to see what's over there in those sliding glass doors. Is it more pool esque? Because it looks like it's separate from the house, but they didn't really go into that.
Yeah.
And this is another part of the backyard. You can see a little better view from the house. So it must be like the pool house, maybe entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
But I think this is really nice, big enough for them. Of course, you need a pool because it'd be hot.
Yeah. I hope
Yeah.
they got plans for some gates or something.
Oh, that was
For
cute.
when they Yeah, for when they had the baby, because that's dangerous.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll be careful. I'm careful, so I'm sure that they'll be as well. What else did I have on my notes? Austin and Craig. No, we already went cash shopping.
Yep.
Why did I put this twice? And I put discuss Sally and Charlie. Okay, so what do you know about that? Because I don't remember talking about that.
What they were talking about it?
Yeah, about Sally and Charlie. I said they were discussing Sally and Charlie.
Uh, when they were
Probably
cat
already said,
shedding?
huh?
What? I thought we already talked. Well, I mean, oh, Austin admits to Craig that maybe he has a little bit of FOMO. That, like, oh, you're out there, you got the options, the world is your oyster, and it's true. Craig, you're good looking, you have a beautiful home, you have a fun brand. The thing that sucks though is that, like, the reality is though, Craig, like, you going out drinking and meeting women, it's like really unhealthy. It just is. And if you can't figure out a way to do that, that's an assessment moment here.
Right,
It,
right.
and maybe it's some therapy, maybe it's take a break, maybe it's figure it out. I don't know, maybe go down to Costa Rica with Shep, although that didn't seem to stop Shep from doing shots, and we already know that he talked about, oh, I'm not going to drink like I used to. Oh, really? Give it a couple of years. So, some of these gentlemen are dealing with legitimate drinking problems, or problematic relationships with
Yeah.
alcohol, and they're really kind of not holding each other accountable. I do think Austin is kind of like, Craig, you and I were having issues in our friendship. We're business partners, and, like, we're having trouble. And when I tried to talk to you about it, you told me you weren't going out because you're an alcoholic and you
Mm-hmm.
aren't drinking. And then now that you're single, you're out here out and drinking. So, like, there's, I think, some underlying stuff between them that is obviously going to come to a head. It only gets worse. Their relationship is not good even now. Um, so, but the bottom line is that Austin kind of, like, and then this is another point that Bravo Bros brought up that I actually thought was interesting and agree with. They talked about how they all copy each other. Look how Craig was in a relationship, and then Shep was in one, and Austin got into one, and now Shep and Craig are single again. Austin's getting some FOMO, and he's single again. It's like they do it in a herd.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so he just kind of admitted, like, oh, like, the world, he said maybe I have a little bit of FOMO, but Craig kind of took that, like, to the extreme, and is like, oh, you wish you were single like me, like, just, as we see later, perpetuating this narrative that Austin doesn't want to be in a relationship, which I don't think that's exactly what Austin said, but he, I don't know. Maybe it was foretelling of the future.
Well, I mean, that's exactly what they do. They act like they're 16 with all these hormones when they're, 40, 50 years old. And you would think that they would have a lot more couth, within themselves. Be a little more suave with it. They're just so damn immature, and these women are just eating them up. They got a
Mm-hmm.
lot going for themselves, and who doesn't want to, be wined and dined and whatever else with these dudes. And there's always somebody out there that will match their energy, especially when they come on this show and talk about jumping a girl's boyfriend. So they're never going to stop as these ladies who enjoy it also keep coming around. Yeah.
Well, look at Mauricio, man. Like, doesn't stop with age. Carrying on. Well, and I think, I have some
Mm.
own personal experience with a partner that's working in Hollywood. Worked in Hollywood, past tense. A previous partner. Um, there is a temptation and an access level that comes with being on television and having celebrity that gives you it, like, this VIP experience. The thing is, though, is that it's a pitfall, because if you succumb to the women, sex, drugs, and rock and roll of it, to the point where, even after you've kind of aged out of the system, you will perpetually, you're never going to you need to settle down at some point, period. And you
Mm-hmm.
need to stop going out and getting, wasted, because the hangover will be horrible. You need, just like, we all know better with like recreational drugs and whatever, but like, you know what I mean? Like, you have to quit the lifestyle eventually if you want to hang on to any like shred of um healthy lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
And we're seeing that they're really not able to do that.
Yeah, it's kind of sad when you think about it.
It is.
It's so sad.
It is sad because, uh, yeah, Peter Pan's.
Well, speaking of Peter Pan, we're gonna go to Whitner's party.
That's exactly why I said it.
Whitner again is one of the Obama tan suit, y'all. He's new. And
Mm-hmm.
of course, Charlie is the young lady in the blue dress next to him, sitting down next to Craig, who likes her more than the girl in the copper dress, who is Sally in the back. Okay, so we got again, Vanita is being asked to help. She last episode she was helping her BFF get her party together, Sally. Now she's helping Whitner, whom she knows his mom for years. She loves his mom. She loves everybody's mom. I mean, really.
I know, right? Look at that.
I mean, but Whitner is known to a lot of the folks. He's not new, only to us. And Whitner, not Whitney, but Whitner. Get it? Not a Y, but a R.
Yeah.
Whitner helped set up for him. Was his birthday party?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. And
Literary characters.
I'm sorry?
Literary characters.
Literary characters. What does that mean?
Characters from books.
Oh.
They remember it was a costume party. They had to come as a character from a
Yes.
book.
Yes. And the most funny costume I thought was Molly, where she came as Gandalf.
Gandalf.
Gandalf, thank you,
Yeah.
from the show, the thing, the
Lord
series
of
I
the
never
Rings.
saw. So
From Tolkien's Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit.
all that. I've never
Mm-hmm.
seen that ever, but I heard it's wonderful.
It is.
So they were coming in there, but someone didn't dress up. Who was it? Somebody came.
Half-ass.
Well, anyway, it was Madison came as Shep. Shep wrote a book, y'all.
That's right, he did.
Interesting.
I think he's working on another one.
Another interesting fact. My man is writing. That's good. That's good for him. Craig was a little peeved that they couldn't really figure out who he was.
I didn't. I guess Hook was a book. I just didn't. I just know it as a movie.
Right. But then he said something about the Lost Boys or something. Or
He was Rufio, the head of the Lost Boys.
like what? Lord.
From the movie. Well, I guess it's a book Hook, but the movie Hook with Robin Williams.
Yes. What did I say? Lord, set up. Whitner gave us a little story about his situation.
Oh yeah.
Where he was with someone for a few years, about to, engage, and then she broke it off, dumped him, and it was sort of all of a sudden. It was a pretty disappointing time for him.
Mm-hmm.
He bounced back. He is an attorney. He went to school with Craig, law school with Craig, and he got his bar license. Good for him.
Mm-hmm.
And he's doing well for himself. He's hanging out, chilling. So far, so good. No one has jumped his bones yet. He's taking it, you know, one day at a time, I guess. I mean,
Yep.
it's only episode 3, but at least we what we knew at episode 1 was Sally had 3 of them on the line, 3 fish on the line. So that's all I'm just saying. What do you know about Whitner?
He seemed like he was genuinely devastated by his breakup. Poor guy. Said he was willing to go to couples counseling and all that. And she was just like, nope. Nope. He would be the one that I would be looking at, not necessarily because he's my type looks wise, but he seems like the nicest one. But he's also new to the show. Give him a couple seasons and he might be dogging it up. You never know because, you know, fame and new access to pee turns men into all kinds of things. So he seems very nice though.
Well, then we got more flirting from Sally to Craig. And then Craig clocked Austin talking about him from a distance and tried to check Austin and kind of had a checking back and forth. The new girl was a little appalled by the conversation. Pretty much, saying how Craig is, is one way, but acts different, and Craig is just letting them know, listen, I'm gonna be me. Don't worry about me. But I mean, is it just the same old argument between Craig and Austin?
Yeah. I mean, I like Austin said in his interview, they didn't really resolve anything before, and so it's
Mm-hmm.
clearly showing.
Mm. They slip is showing, y'all.
Yeah, I
That's
like
what
it
you know when
better.
your slip is showing.
I like
Mm.
it better when they're friends. I don't like it when they're fighting, but
Mm.
they obviously do not have, you know, they don't have it together. They are not kumbaya.
Well, hopefully episode 4 will be kumbaya, y'all. Because child, we don't need no more arguing and fighting amongst them because then Shep got to get in the middle, and then no, and then Rodrigo gonna have to get all of them together because he's the more sensible one of the group. We don't really don't know what Whitner's bringing. Maybe he'll help Rodrigo. I don't know, but it's gonna be a issue with Craig, Austin, and Shep because somehow or another Shep is gonna get his way in there. So then he gonna be off too. It's just a continual cycle with these dudes, y'all. And honestly, they argue more than the women do.
They do.
They
They do.
and
They
Brett
are.
ain't in it. He just over there with Madison.
Yeah, he's all here. They go again. I don't get paid for this shit.
That's all my notes, child. Anything else about Southern Charm?
Nope, just giddy up because I heard there's just a lot of Austin and Craig fighting.
Ugh, Lord have mercy, y'all. Listen, we're gonna end this because don't forget at 8:30, we're gonna come back and do Selling Sunset, our normal show on Monday evenings. Yes, that's season 9, episode 6. And it's a pretty good episode, y'all. So be sure and come back. Now, before we go, let's find out where we can find Erin when she's not talking ish with me.
You can catch me on Facebook, Psychic Aaron Boyd, or Instagram and Thread, Psychic_ELB. Hit me up in the DMs if you'd like to schedule a reading. I just had a great reading with a client on Sunday.
All right. Big ups to that. You guys don't forget, look her up for a reading. I had one and I'll be giving one soon. So you guys, when you subscribe to me, don't forget to make sure the bell is black. And for the new ones that came in this week, we appreciate you. We hope that you're enjoying our shows. And just know that I have more shows on my own coming through the pipeline. And when you like it, don't forget to share it. And you can also hype it up. That's the hype button or the hype clicker is near the comment section, somewhere over there. You just may have to scroll over a little bit, but it's in one of those spaces and places where the comments are. Yeah, that was a good one, y'all. We're gonna come back in about 30, 35 minutes. So we'll catch you later. Bye, y'all.